It's running.
In my notes, I have Aatrox down as a budget Mordekaiser, and I think that is true. He's like an AD budget Mordekaiser. They both have a safe lane, they both have scaling, but now with all these nerfs that have come to him, he's not quite that teamfight threat that Mordekaiser does scale into.
We've got a couple of compositions that are almost entirely full of carries. Only 3 champions sort of strike out to me as a champion that can't pretty much solo carry the game if it gets ahead. So which lanes do we
guide these younger, more experienced players like Bin in the top lane, who, by the way, is matched up against Crazy, who didn't play all that much for Rogue Warriors so far, of course. The man sitting on the SKT bench for so long, just come over to China alongside Ruby in the mid lane, and didn't have a huge showing on the Demacia Cup, instead playing second fiddle to Holder, who has been a surprisingly solid weak side top laner.
Well, we have seen the full drafts. We have talked about how these two compositions are going to match up against each other. All that remains is to get onto the Rift. This is my first cast of the decade, and I am excited to be back in the best region in the world. It is the LPL, and we are going to be watching Rogue Warriors taking on Suning. Ibris, our analyst, had a bit of a split opinion about who was going to be taking the series. What are your feelings?
I think that if Suning can get this Haro Ruby, they could do their own thing. And Crazy especially I want to watch because he's such an unproven potential here in China versus Bin, who is legit the definition of potential. This guy got 40 solo kills in the LDL this year, and he is a monster, but tilted off the face of the earth in the Demacia Cup. But here's an invade.
Sword Art getting the tongue lashes down onto Lays. Gonna manage to get the slow SofM already invading down onto this red buff. This is not the start that the Gragas will have wanted. Really delayed on his start.
Hey, it's that early game aggression coming through for the jungler of Suning that I did mention. And I do want to point out that Tahm Kench, when he starts Oracle Lens level 1, gets control of that first bush bot lane, actually very oppressive into a lot of these melee support matchups, and can reliably bully out some of these weaker at level 1 supports, like the Leona, to a lesser extent the Nautilus and the Thresh as well, but mostly Leona gets completely shut out until later on, but SofM may be biting off a little bit more than he can chew.
Well, he's going to get himself spotted out by the Vision, being put down by Ruby. Ooh. He's going to land the Sonic Strike, go straight over the wall, forcing the flash out of the Rogue Warriors mid laner.
It's a pretty good going for the jungler of Suning, but, well, we're talking about junglers, and here's the other one, Rogue Warriors Haro in the top.
Harrow looking to come up, try and help Crazy out. Bin looks to have got himself caught between a rock and a hard place. Isn't even going to be able to use that flash effectively. Eventually, Harrow comes over the wall, securing first blood for Rogue Warriors.
Warriors mid lane duo, and that is because the Ryze is still on the back foot relative to the Zoe. Yes, he's ahead in farm, but here's the Lee Sin still influencing the map, however.
Looking to try and get a first potential kill already using that Dragon's Rage kick. Is going to secure a little bit of damage on the Crazy, but it's Bin who is so low, and SofM is leaving him for dead as the Realm Warp is going to come on up. Bin is lost completely, giving up his second kill of the game. Crazy passing that one over to Ruby, who appears has got the misfortune around as well, trying to get some damage down, but no double ups today. Instead, it's going to be a tasty Mountain Dragon.
Zoning out the enemy jungler and blowing the Zoe's flash. Yes, he is cleansed, so there's a layer of protection, but this should still be a Rogue Warriors Drake. TP coming in.
Bin has opted into the fight. Here we go. Aatrox starts the recall, but decides to cancel it instead, opting into a potential 5v5. Lei is going so low. As we do see, it's going to be the Infernal Dragon coming to the Rift. It opens up all sorts of extra areas for the teams to walk around.
SofM
kill onto the Aatrox. Now here comes Sword Art trying to get a slow, possibly onto the Misfortune. Look at the health on Lei as the Sleepy Troll bubble lands. It's gonna be the paddle star to secure Leona's kill onto Leona. SofM gobbled up by Sword Art to keep him alive, and so far this fight has gone wildly in favor of Suning Gaming, who are chasing down yet more kills. Ruby completely stuck. The massive pull from Mordekaiser. The burn damage is there. Bin picks up one. Zoe gets the second. And that is going to be Angel cleaning up what is a delayed ace for the Suning lineup.
Rogue Warriors lineup alongside Haro, and they actually took command of the early game versus their second game against E-Star. Of course, they did still lose that, but it was still pretty nice.
Interesting decision-making here around this Herald. Rogue Warriors had full vision of what was going on. We do see Sword Art being caught out. A little bit of a pick here for the Rogue Warriors team. Sword Art yet again, once again, very low. Bullet time dodged away from Sword Art. Is so low. Lei trying to secure this kill, and eventually Harrow comes in with the body slam. Is going to get one for his team. Now we're going to see whether they can take more of the fight. Bin already using
Ruby's
that from trying to get himself a kill. SofM is getting caught out by Ruby, who is just absolutely going through the health of this Lee Sin, but isn't able to pick up a kill. It's just a 1-for-0 for the Rogue Warriors team. Suning did secure themselves the Herald, though.
Yeah, Herald immediately popped top. I guess that was because SofM really wanted access to his warding trinket as soon as possible, as well as that it did crack open that top lane tier 1. So yeah, it's the little things, they all add up. Angel still alive though, more importantly for Suning. Still got some mana in the pool as well. Ruby, you may be in trouble, my friend.
Wei trying to put the damage down onto the Rise, who has managed to get himself speedily away, but the flash forward from Angel, the ultimate coming through from center, and that's going to be Wei with his first kill of the season.
Coming
now
in.
we see Lei
Harrow coming
completely
in.
caught out. Angel getting his 4th kill of the day. Harrow getting caught out. SofM is looking to go on in. Here comes the Abyssal Voyage Sword Art, catching out Crazy, who's now completely isolated, flashing away, trying to get himself to the safety of his own jungle, and just about going to be able to manage it.
The Baron's going to be up in 40 seconds, and we should see a convincing case for it made by the Suning carries. Bin?
Meanwhile, Bin is trying to take away a jungle camp and might be caught out for it. He's got so much damage down onto Harrow, and it's just going to be a straight out 1v1. Now Crazy is lost because he has got 3 members of the Suning lineup coming for him, once again having to dash himself to save.
Angel and Wei, their redeeming factors were the fact that they weren't their predecessors, as we do see them looking for an engage here. Rogue Warriors miss everything. Rip.
The Sleepy Trouble bubble is good zoning, however, getting Lei completely stuck. He uses the Zenith Blade to get across the wall, but straight into the damage coming through from Angel. Despite Wuji throwing down that bullet time, there is no dissuading of this Suning team. It looks like yet another turret is going to go over. They are now 3-1 on the turret objectives, and now Ruby is going to get himself stuck.
Immobile, but super fed carries. He's just going to bail them out.
Lei using half of his health from that paddle star coming in from Angel.
Wave clear bullet time, I
full
imagine.
Push is going to be onto this inhibitor, and it looks like Wuji just doesn't want to burst that ultimate just yet. Here comes Ruby looking for potential. Harrow's on the back line. He goes in with a body slam. Here comes the bullet time. It's only ripping through Bin at the moment, and he is in the death realm, so not even taking any damage from it. Wei throws down the ultimate, and Bin picks up the kill onto the Gragas. Yet again, full domination in this fight from Suning.
Good pick up onto the jungle of Rogue Warriors there. Suning, they could push for this. They could look for the Baron. It looks like they'll go for the inhib and then the Baron. And that's completely valid because you have the Senna to build you up. You have the answers in the picks from the Zoe. If you really want to go for it as an answer to your Baron call, there's so many options available for Suning and not too much available for Rogue Warriors here. They want to scale up, but Suning saying, nah, we're taking your base. We're going to take the Baron. We're going to take the game if you let us go with it. And right now, Rogue Warriors absolutely just allowing Suning to have their way with the game.
And Angel's got to be a bit careful here.
Ooh.
Oh, this is where the vision can hurt you. Angel gets absolutely bopped, flashes himself away, does manage to get the zombies out of Harrow. Teleport's going to come in. It looks like Suning want to try and do something about this, but the shutdown comes good as Aatrox gets one. Harrow now completely caught out. Wei looking for another kill, chasing down this Gragas, but instead it's going to be SofM who is flashing forward, picking up the kill onto the opposition jungler. And with the opposition jungler dead, you've got to ask if the Baron could be on the table.
I mean, it was a levels and could get death round out of Smite contention. Really does put a damper on the Rogue Warriors steal attempt. That's why you'll see them actually try and force the 5v5 rather than a strict miracle steal. And that's why you see Crazy now fishing for the flank, but Angel's on the side, ready and waiting with the bubbles.
The problem is this could be the fight that decides the game, because if Suning take the fight, they could just end the game because there are already super minions on the Nexus. They are happy to delay Rogue Warriors here for as long as they want. Bin goes in. Misfortune secures the dragon, denying the soul, but now Lei is very, very low. Harrow pulled back by Yin. The Zonya is going to be used. Still, those monsters are pushing into the base of Rogue Warriors. Still, the fight goes on. Lei just about stepping away from the tongue lash, and we are going to see the pullback. That's a nice use of the warp to the realm warp for Ruby to get himself out, but he's not going to be able to get very far at all. Zoe picking up yet another kill. The dragon goes over to Rogue Warriors, but the fight goes to Suning.
End of the day, I have no idea how the MF picked that up. I was bamboozled by the fact she managed to last hit that, but credit to Zhang Wuji, credit to Rogue Warriors. Yes, they lost 2 kills. Yes, they're going to lose the Baron, but they keep their Nexus turrets alive. They buy some time for the inhib to come up in less than a minute, and they stop this 4th Drake win condition. Looks like they're not going to give the Baron away for free, however, as you do see a big rotation, but Haru a little late to the party.
Crazy using that teleport. This could be the potential delay that Rogue Warriors need. Harrow is coming up. Ruby will have the teleport available when alive in 5 seconds time. Forward goes Angel, managing to get damage down. That's going to be the bubble landing, and that's going to be the ultimate coming through. And just like that, Misfortune missing so much health. Lei caught in the middle now is very,
Crazy.
very tanky, but perhaps not tanky enough. Angel picks up the kill onto Leona, and now Rise takes down Zoe in response. A 1-for-1, but it's mid laner for support that's been traded. Bin doing good damage, but is low himself as a double up goes straight through, and Harrow with one big belly bot picks up two, and just like that, Sword Art and SofM are left running for the hills, and Rogue Warrior left running for the Baron.
Bin flashed the double up into his carry there. The Senna drops. Everyone drops to the Rogue Warriors lineup, and they have bullet time. They have big odds available, but SofM fishing for this steal. And I don't think the MF can secure this big objective. Or
SofM has got level advantage, but that's not gonna help. If he's dead, that's gonna be the Baron picked up by Rogue Warriors. What a turnaround!
this could be the comeback. Ruby's still alive. Ruby could get another kill, but it's not too important because he still has the Baron. Rogue Warriors still in this. Ruby just gonna get another kill on top of that. Yeah, it's a Tahm Kench, but hey, free gold for the Rise. Back in the game, boys. We are in this. NHIIU is back up, so why the hell would you mind?
Exactly that. Now Crazy might be in a little bit of trouble. Bin using that Hextech Proto belt. We're going to see Sleepy Dribble Bubble landing a little bit short, but Crazy is completely caught between a rock and a hard place, trying to make himself a couple of kills, trying to buy a little time for his team to catch up, but they're not going to be there in time, and Angel is going to pick up the kill onto Crazy. 8, 2, and 2, and with that kill, probably has enough gold to pick up the Rabadons. Ruby now being chased down by SofM, has got a lot of damage, but that's a nice Righteous Glory use, getting the slow onto Ruby.
Here's Rogue Warriors.
Tongue lashes. The rest of the team is coming through. However, how much have Suning already burned in picking up the kill onto Crazy? Another kill now as Ruby gets taken down too. 2 Baron buffs are missing. Harrow takes the Blasco, gets himself away to safety, but leaves Leona and also the Misfortune completely isolated. Flash forward from Sword Art, has got that Oracle's Lens, knows exactly where Lei is. We're going to see MF trying to complete the recall, trying to leave Leona out to dry as Weiwei takes a lot of damage. Lei is eventually going to die, obviously just buying time for the team. Misfortune trying to stop Mordekaiser from retaking this NHIIU in the mid lane, and does just that.
And all right, Greyheart, how much you want to bet that with the Dragon Soul in pocket, the Zoe EQ one-shots the MF if it connects?
Oh, man, I mean, I don't even need to make that bet, but what I do need to make a bet on is whether Lei can survive long enough to buy a bit of time for his team to get the perfect fight like the last one they had. And just like that, Sword Art gets absolutely obliterated by Wuji. Good damage coming through from Bin, but it is not enough to get a kill. He's going to use his Zonny, going to keep himself alive. Flash over the wall from Lace keeps the Leona alive for a change. She's going to look for a cheeky Zenith over the wall, however, deciding not to because it would have been a certain death for the Leona, and no
individual pieces are actually struggling versus a bottom tier Rogue Warriors lineup, but the fight isn't over yet. Here we go.
Bin gets that death realm down onto Ruby, looking to pick up the kill onto the Rise, but hasn't secured it just yet. Meanwhile, SofM is so very, very low. Bin does take down Ruby, and it is going to be traded over because Harrow manages to pick up the kill onto Weiwei. That's going to be SofM taken down by Wuji with the Make It Rain. Wuji now finding Bin, looking for yet another kill, of dodging away from the pullback, throwing the bullets down. One last double up, and Crazy picks up the kill onto Bin. And just like that, it's going to be an almost certain free Baron for the Rogue Warriors lineup. They're down by 5 on kills, but they're up by 2,000 on gold. The Sleepy Troll Bubble is going to catch on to Lei, but that's not the target that Angel wants.
Crazy's like, I dare you, man. I dare you. But the rest of Rogue Warriors are like, to hell with your Infernal Drake buff. We'll win team fight after team fight after team fight, finding crucial picks onto a backline of Suning that are so dependent on a Tahm Kench to bail them out. Angel saw that they're still alive. Angel has Smite stolen, which is pretty sick for the chance of a steal here, but here's Crazy to run interference.
Yeah, the Smite already used just to get the slow onto Crazy, and just like that, it's going to have to be the most remarkable paddle star to get the steal. It is not happening. Rogue Warrior gets... Lei seems to be the only one ever caught out by these paddle stars, and Leona is mighty tanky. Already got that gargoyle stone plate completed. Bin trying to force a fight, trying to get them, get the Suning team towards this Elder Dragon. And now we do see how low Lei is. This is going to be the back off from Rogue Warriors, but they cannot afford to give up this buff.
Lay low, so he's laying low, heading back to base. That was 900 IQ pun there, but yeah, with that chunk out...
That was a Greyheart level pun, and we both know it, Bruce.
Pretty much what we said about their mid lane siege earlier in the game when Suning were actually playing pretty well, is that once you chunk out Leona, you deny the engage, and you can do this, but Rogue Warrior is not going to go down without swinging. They're looking for this fight. Haro?
Down to 1,000, and it is secured by Haro, who steals it away, and with the execute damage coming through, surely the Rogue Warriors will pick up this fight. Already picking up a kill onto Sword Art, onto SofM, chasing down away, and now Angel is lost as well. Does manage to land a sleepy trouble bubble. He's going to have good damage coming through, but the paddle star is stopwatched away from by Crazy, and now the push can come through in earnest. With the Elder Dragon secured, with 2 kills picked up for the Rogue Warriors, this could be where they break the base.
Suning lose 3 members, the 3 bulkiest members, and we said before, without anyone to peel for them, Zoe, Senna, sitting ducks, especially with Leona's ult coming up in 30 seconds. Gragas is soon to follow as well. Rogue Warriors say, screw it, we don't need those ultimates, we're just gonna run you down.
Here goes Leona, Zenith Blade straight underneath the turret, way caught out, and a flash forward from Arrow is going to be enough to secure a kill. There's the ace, there's the game. Rogue Warriors providing themselves an upset, going 1-0 up against Suning in this LPL spring season matchup.
When the hell do you see LPL games go to 41 minutes on the clock? Rogue Warriors outlast that awful mid-game and make it all the way. They go the distance in game 1 of what is sure to be one hell of a series against Suning.